we're in our mid-50s. We've been listening to music since the 70s. Albums have been a part of our lives since day one. And certainly, for myself, I'm a huge Pink Floyd fan. Eric, of course, was cognizant of Pink Floyd at a young age. All the guys, we all were listening to music, not just like hearing it. We were listening to it. And one of the things that's great about certainly a band like Pink Floyd and any number of bands from that era is the thoughtful sequencing of their albums. Now, it's not just about telling a story, it's also about you're dealing with a piece of vinyl. The vinyl itself has its own needs. And if you want your album to play successfully on a record player, you want that needle to track through all your songs, you have to compensate for the fact that as the needle travels across the record, once it gets closer to the center, it's less stable. And so if you have your album sequenced in such a way that, and by the way, Cycles, this album, it's coming out on vinyl, and so we did think about this, but you have to arrange your songs so that your album's not going to skip as you get closer in toward the center of the record. The needle, the needle arm, rocker arm, I don't know. But anyway, depending on the quality of the player, if it's not weighted in some way, shape, or form, or controlled in some way, if it's just your standard thing, it could very well just get pushed out just by the force of the energy in the music that's encoded in the wave onto the plastic. So you want your more energetic stuff on the front end, and you want to calm down as it gets towards the center of the record. So we have to think about that in terms of sequencing. You also want your album to catch fire in somebody's mind as soon as they start playing. You don't want to start your album with, something that's going to lose people, like they're not going to understand it, unless you've already established yourself as a certain kind of artist, and people are seeking that kind of some sort of surprise on your record. So there's a lot of considerations, and for us, Eric had a sequence in mind that made a lot of sense in terms of story arc. Then we just had to kind of do some changes in some of the song order to accommodate the vinyl version of it. And if you're going to do that for the vinyl version, you might as well make it the version, the order of songs for the digital release or CD release or whatever you're going to do. And so, so it's a multi-level decision-making process. There's a technical aspect of it, there's the artistic aspect of it, and then there's the commercial aspect of it, where you want people to hang in